Now, before we bring this to an end, I need to talk to you about the Sabbath in its future dimension. See, the Sabbath is not only a commemoration of Jesus as the Creator, it's not only a commemoration of Jesus as the Redeemer, it's also a prophecy about the future rest that we will have in the kingdom come. Notice Isaiah 66, verses 22 and 23. Isaiah 66, 22 and 23. It says, "For as the new heavens and the new earth which I will make." Notice he's going to make a new heavens and new earth, right? "For as the new heavens and the new earth which I will make shall remain before me, says the Lord, so shall your descendants and your name remain. And it shall come to pass," when he makes the new heavens and new earth, according to the context, "and it shall come to pass that from one new moon to another," better translation would be from one month to another, because the new moon marks the beginning of the month. From one month to another. In Spanish, in fact, it says de mes en mes, from month to month. "And from Sunday to Sunday." No, that's not what it says. Can't be Sunday, because that's not the day Jesus rested. It's His rest that makes a day holy. "And it shall come to pass that from one new moon to another, and from one Sabbath to another, all flesh shall come to worship before me, says the Lord." Will the Sabbath be the sign of worship to the Creator of the new heavens and new earth? Yes. So there are 3 reasons for keeping the Sabbath. 1, because Jesus created the world. In 6 days, rested the 7th. Because Jesus redeemed the world, and on the 6th day said, "It is finished," and rested in the tomb on the Sabbath. And it points forward to the future, when after He makes a new heavens and a new earth, He will say, "It is finished," and He will rest with His people in the kingdom come. Now you say, why does it say from one new moon to another, or from one month to another? Well, the reason is very simple. We're not only going to keep the Sabbath in the earth made new, we're also going to go every month to eat from a very peculiar tree. Notice Revelation 22, verses 1 and 2. Revelation 22, verses 1 and 2. "And He showed me a pure river of water of life, clear as crystal, proceeding from the throne of God and of the Lamb. In the middle of its street," this is the New Jerusalem, "in the middle of its street, and on either side of the river was the tree of life, which bore 12 fruits, each tree yielding its fruit every" what? "Every month." So do you know what we're going to do every month by going to worship before the Lord? To eat from the tree of life. To refurbish our battery or life force. And why are we going to go from Sabbath to Sabbath? In order to commemorate what? The new creation. And by the way, some people misunderstand a verse in the Bible, Revelation 21:23, where it says, and I want to read it, it says, "The city had no need of sun or moon to shine in it, for the glory of God illuminated it. The Lamb is its light." So they say, see, in the earth made new, there's not going to be any day or night. There's not going to be months. There's not going to be days. Yes, there are. If you're going to keep the Sabbath, there must be a week. If you're going to go from month to month, it must be that there are months. And if there are months, there are years. Hello? Are you all out there? What is Revelation 21:23 saying? It's talking not about the earth. It's talking about the city. And it doesn't say that there is no sun or moon. That has no need of sun or moon. Let's read it carefully. The city had no need of sun or of moon to shine in it. It had no need, it says. For the glory of God illuminated it. The Lamb is its light. So basically what's going to happen is, in the city, the light is going to be so bright that you won't even see the sun or the moon. It's like turning on a flashlight in Fresno in the month of July at 12 noon. Who's going to see the light of the flashlight? The flashlight is on, but the light can't be seen because the greater light makes it dissipate so that people cannot see it. Folks, the final conflict in this world is going to have to do with worship. There are going to be 2 signs. And we're going to talk later about this, the seal of God and the mark of the beast. One sign is the sign of worship to the Creator. The first angel's message says, "Worship Him who made heaven, earth, the sea, and springs of water." You cannot speak about that without keeping His holy Sabbath. But there's another power known as the beast, and we're going to talk about this power later on. And there are going to be people in the world who are going to worship the beast, who obviously claims to be a counterfeit creator. He doesn't claim to be a counterfeit, but he is a counterfeit creator. Notice Revelation 14:9 and 10. "If anyone worships the beast and his image and received his mark," receives his mark on his forehead or on his hand, he himself shall also drink of the wine of the wrath of God, which is poured out full strength into the cup of his indignation. Two powers vying for the loyalty of the human race. Two signs. One created by God before sin, the other created by the man of sin. The question is, which sign will we accept? The sign that God has established, or the sign that the beast has established as a sign of his power and his authority? That's the decision that we must make. And I pray to the Lord that God will help us make the right decision.